couple of local kids have a good shot at hearing their names called tomorrow in the latter rounds of the NHL draft. Warwick native Mac Bennett being one of them. JP Smallins caught up with the potential draftee before he left for Montreal.
It's a summer vacation like no other for the Bennetts. The family loaded up their RV this week and headed north to Montreal for the NHL draft, where Mac Bennett will hear his name called.
It's going to be very exciting. I think this is, a great opportunity for any 18-year-old. I think it'll be really fun to go with my family and, sit there in the Bell Center and kind of wait for my name to be called.
While he was finishing his year at the Hotchkiss School, Bennett took time to join the other draft-eligible players at the NHL Combine.
The Combine was unlike anything I've ever done before. For the NCAA guys, you can only go for 48 hours, so it was a jam-packed 2 days. I got there on a Wednesday about 3 o'clock. I had 3 interviews that day. And then Thursday I had 14 more interviews, and that just basically went from 9 till about 4 in the afternoon nonstop. And then obviously the physical testing aspect happened on Friday, and they just push you till exhaustion. That's what they're looking for. They're looking to see how hard you can work and how hard you're willing to exert yourself. And then afterwards, you have to, take all these psychological tests and see all these doctors. So, it was unbelievable.
It's funny. My brother Kurt was the first American ever drafted back in 1968, the 16th pick overall, which I don't think he found out for a week later. My other brothers were not drafted, went undrafted, and I was drafted. And I remember I was the 8th round draft pick, and I got called by the local Atlanta media, and we didn't really think much of it. It wasn't the big deal that it is now.
Draft projections have Mac going anywhere from the 2nd to 5th rounds, and his plan right now is to head off to Cedar Rapids next year to play junior hockey before moving on to the University of Michigan. But the team that calls his name this weekend is sure to have a say in those plans.
I think, the team that drafts you will say, hey, we think you're ready right now. We want you to come, and, that will kind of help me make my decision as to whether I leave early or whether I stay.
I think what this just shows is that it's an indication that he's on the right track, but by no shape, way, or form does being drafted high, low, middle round mean that you're going to play in the NHL. It just means that you're on the right track.
I never thought I'd be in this position in a million years. I've said that time and time again, and it holds true. I still can't believe it, and every day I wake up and I'm very thankful for being in this position.
In Narragansett, I'm JP Smallins, Eyewitness Sports.